I saw it posted yesterday all over our social media pages. Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy.
Nice.
She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
Rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors, yeah. I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than that.
Imagine this. Some of Hollywood's biggest stars, celebrities who've spent decades building flawless public personas, are now caught in a whirlwind of rumors that could tear down their carefully constructed images. At the center of this storm is none other than Diddy Combs, a giant in the entertainment world for decades. The whispers suggest that Diddy may possess secret tapes that could reveal some of the industry's most famous figures in compromising situations. This isn't just idle gossip. Insiders like Joe Rogan and comedian Katt Williams hint that if these tapes exist, they could send shockwaves through Hollywood, leaving the entire industry on edge.
Music mogul Diddy Combs on watch at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after two judges denied his request for bail. This as a grand jury is expected to hear new testimony from workers very soon.
It all starts with Diddy's infamous parties, not your typical celebrity gatherings with fancy hors d'oeuvres and champagne toasts. According to various sources, these events went far beyond what most would consider normal, even by Hollywood's extravagant standards. Nicknamed freak-offs by insiders, these parties attracted A-listers, rising stars, and industry moguls alike. And if the rumors are to be believed, it wasn't just the atmosphere that was wild. Cameras were rolling, capturing...
I think it's over.
You think it's over?
I think it's over for him as like a figure in entertainment.
Right. But do you think it's over as him as far as like
jail?
he gets a cell right next to R. Kelly?
I don't think so.
Here's where things get even more intriguing. Joe Rogan, known for his no-holds-barred discussions on The Joe Rogan Experience, hinted that Diddy's parties weren't just about fun. During an episode with comedian Andrew Schulz, Rogan remarked Prince Harry was hanging with Diddy while discussing conspiracy theories, a comment that raised eyebrows, especially with recent allegations surfacing about Diddy. Rogan's offhand remarks suggested that these events may have been orchestrated to gather dirt on some of Hollywood's biggest names, hinting that there may have been much more happening behind the scenes than anyone realized.
But that's what people are saying, and maybe everybody's a conspiracy theorist now, but that's what people are saying about the Diddy situation. Like when the feds rolled up, with the Hummers and shit, they're like, it wasn't about Diddy, it was about if there were tapes of powerful people there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
They were the ones that called. They're like, I need to protect myself, so go in there with all the things and rip any tapes or any evidence.
Rogan isn't the only one hinting at something darker beneath the surface. Comedian Katt Williams, known for his fearless takes on Hollywood's hidden secrets, has also shared his experiences with Diddy. In an interview, Williams revealed that he'd been invited to one of Diddy's exclusive gatherings but turned it down, sensing something was off. He didn't hold back, saying, P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you've got to tell him no. I got the receipts. Williams' remarks shocked many and fueled further speculation. What's particularly intriguing about his story is the implication that these events weren't just about partying, they were about control. Williams suggested that Diddy used these gatherings to gain leverage over attendees, often up-and-coming stars or established celebrities looking to secure their place in the industry. Imagine being a young artist at one of Diddy's parties, surrounded by powerful figures. The temptation to go along with the scene would be high. But what if you didn't know everything was being recorded? And what if, years later, those tapes could come back to haunt you?
Speak with impunity about the Illuminati because I know who you would have to be in order for what I'm saying to bother you, number one.
Right.
Number two, I know your big secret. I know that you're not the Illuminati. I am. So
There's a reason why these rumors are so explosive. If Diddy really did collect footage of celebrities engaging in behavior they'd rather keep private, it would give him an incredible amount of power. Hollywood is a world where image is everything, and the idea that some of its biggest stars could be blackmailed with footage from these wild gatherings is enough to send chills down anyone's spine. And according to some sources, that's exactly what's happening. While no names have been officially tied to lawsuits regarding these tapes, rumors have linked several high-profile figures, including music icons like Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, and Drake. These stars have built their careers on a blend of talent, charisma, and carefully crafted public images. But what if that image were shattered by the release of footage showing them in compromising situations? It's the kind of scandal that could ruin careers, and it's no wonder that some believe these celebrities might be willing to pay vast sums of money to ensure that footage never sees the light of day.
The issue is, it seems as though he wants to kind of like exert power and dominance over people who don't really want it.
One of the most disturbing aspects of this entire situation is the possibility that some of these celebrities may not have known they were being filmed. According to Katt Williams, Diddy's parties often involved hidden cameras capturing everything without the guest's knowledge. Williams has described feeling uncomfortable with the entire setup, which is why he distanced himself from Diddy's inner circle. He wasn't the only one who walked away. Other celebrities have reportedly done the same, realizing that the price of admission to Diddy's world might be higher than they were willing to pay. Still, the allure of being part of Diddy's circle was hard to resist for many. After all, he was one of the most powerful figures in the music industry, and his connections could make or break a career. Attending one of his parties was a prime opportunity to network with influential people, be seen, and rub shoulders with the industry alike. But at what cost? If the rumors are true, Diddy's parties weren't just social events. They were traps, carefully orchestrated opportunities for him to collect damning evidence that could be used to control those around him.
Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs.
It's important to note that not everyone who attended Diddy's parties is implicated in these rumors. Celebrities like Usher and Justin Bieber have been closely associated with Diddy for years, but there's no concrete evidence linking them to any wrongdoing. Still, their names have surfaced in discussions about Diddy's influence, and the silence from many of Hollywood's biggest stars has only fueled speculation. Why haven't more people spoken out about these allegations? Could it be that they're afraid of what might happen if they do? The idea that Diddy might be blackmailing some of the world's most famous figures is a chilling one, but according to Joe Rogan, it's not as far-fetched as it sounds. On his podcast, Rogan discussed the possibility that Diddy's parties were part of a larger conspiracy, where powerful figures used their influence to shield themselves from scandal. Rogan and comedian Andrew Schulz even drew parallels between the rumors surrounding Diddy and the infamous Jeffrey Epstein case, where tapes were allegedly used as leverage over some of the world's most powerful people. That's what people were saying, Schulz remarked during their conversation. Like when the feds rolled up with the evidence, and they were like it wasn't about Diddy, it was about whether there were tapes of powerful people there.
He was hanging with Diddy.
I mean, everybody hung with Diddy. That's the other tricky thing. Like, Diddy
that
hung
is
out
the
with
thing.
everybody. And I've spoken to a bunch of people who are like, yo, great dude, like, always there for you, never asked for a single thing.
Till 1 in the morning.
And
Then
freak off.
Everybody
again.
says, "Get out of the house."
Yeah.
It's like the gremlins start eating after midnight.
If this is true, then the stakes are even higher than anyone realized. This isn't just about Diddy protecting his own reputation. This could involve a much larger network of powerful individuals desperate to keep their secrets hidden. If those tapes were ever released, the fallout could be catastrophic. Of course, all of this remains speculation. There's no definitive proof that Diddy has been using these tapes to blackmail anyone, and many of the celebrities linked to these rumors have stayed silent on the matter. However, the persistence of these rumors, coupled with the willingness of figures like Joe Rogan and Katt Williams to openly discuss their suspicions, suggests that there may be more to this story than what appears on the surface.
Someone said that they weren't there to take stuff, they were there to delete everything. Like the real people that were in there, you know.
Oh,
Like
that's
the same
funny.
thing with Epstein.
Oh, that's funny.
What's particularly striking about these allegations is how they fit into a larger pattern of behavior within Hollywood. Over the years, there have been countless stories of powerful figures using their influence to manipulate and control others, whether through intimidation, coercion, or blackmail. The entertainment industry has long been a place where the wealthy and influential can get away with almost anything, as long as no one dares to speak out. But if the rumors about Diddy are true, this could become one of the biggest scandals in Hollywood history. The idea that one man could wield so much power over some of the world's most famous people is both terrifying and fascinating. It raises unsettling questions about how far people will go to protect their secrets and whether the truth will ever be fully revealed.
You know, I think in federal court and for these charges, they would say it's routine, but in the public realm, this is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail.
As this story continues to unfold, one thing is clear. The entertainment industry is not as glamorous as it appears on the surface. Beneath the glitz and glamour lies a darker world, one where power, control, and secrecy reign supreme. As more figures like Joe Rogan and Katt Williams speak out, the cracks in Hollywood's carefully crafted facade are starting to show. It's only a matter of time before the truth comes to light. But until then, the rumors will keep swirling. The world will be left wondering just how deep the rabbit hole goes, who else might be entangled in the scandal, and how many more secrets are still waiting to be uncovered.
You're just like, it's there. I mean, it's not just there. It's everywhere. My news feed is dominated by it. Fox News, CNN, everyone. There's raids at Diddy's house.
Let's dive even deeper into the tangled web of rumors surrounding scene Diddy comms and the chilling allegations of a much larger conspiracy hidden beneath Hollywood's glitz and glamour. This isn't just about a few wild parties. There's a far darker story at play, one that spans years and implicates some of the biggest names in entertainment. The more you dig, the more you start to question. Has Diddy, a man who built an empire in music and business, been quietly manipulating the lives of those around him? And if so, how many people have been complicit in this hidden network? Diddy's rise to power in the entertainment industry was nothing short of meteoric. From his early days as a producer to becoming one of the most powerful figures in music, everything seemed golden on the surface. But as time has passed, the whispers about what was happening behind the scenes have only grown louder. Now, with these allegations finally in the open, it's becoming harder to ignore the disturbing possibility that Diddy may have been using his influence not just to build his career, but to control others in ways that extend far beyond the world of music.
Controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone.
Katt Williams, in particular, has never been afraid to call out the darker side of Hollywood, and he's been especially vocal about Diddy. In January 2024, Williams appeared on Asterisk, the Club Shay Shay podcast Asterisk, where he dropped some shocking revelations. According to Williams, he was offered a staggering $50 million just to attend one of Diddy's infamous parties. However, Williams, known for his bold personality and refusal to conform to Hollywood's norms, turned it down. Why? Because, as he put it, P. Diddy be wanting to party and you've got to tell him no. Williams alluded to the idea that these weren't just typical celebrity get-togethers. They were something much darker. He even hinted at the consequences of refusing Diddy's invitations, describing how he had been harassed, robbed, and even arrested after declining to participate in what he called a Hollywood system designed to punish those who don't play along. While it might be easy to dismiss these claims as conspiracy theories, Williams' history of exposing the entertainment industry's darker underbelly lends weight to his words. He's not just a random person making baseless accusations. He's someone who's been entrenched in this world, surrounded by powerful figures, and has seen firsthand what happens behind closed doors.
Everybody who tells the stories like, I saw her go upstairs, and these dudes are like right on the couch. And then I go in this room, and these guys are like,
and pros. Like, apparently he was getting male gigolos to girls.
Girls?
Yeah, that was one of the rumors, like the
Male
freak off. So he would
gigolos.
hire the professional to have with the girls, and I think he would watch.
Now, let's take a step back and really consider what Williams is saying. If Diddy has indeed been using his influence to manipulate people in this way, it could explain why so many celebrities have stayed silent on the matter. Diddy's power wasn't just in his wealth or connections. It was in the leverage he held over others. And if the rumors about secret tapes are true, that leverage would be enormous.
And I remember, like, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but, like, I felt like I was in the presence of his mom.
But here's where things get even more intriguing. It's not just Katt Williams who's spoken out about Diddy's alleged behavior over the years. Other celebrities have subtly hinted at similar experiences, even if they haven't been as direct as Williams. Take Usher, for example. When Usher was just a teenager, he was sent to live with Diddy to work on his debut album. Usher has talked about the wild scenes he witnessed during that time, which exposed him to things that, by his own admission, were far beyond what a young artist should have been seeing. In one interview, Usher mentioned how there were always women around and how he'd often open a door to find someone engaging in intimate acts or witness multiple people in a room doing the same. He didn't go into much more detail, but the implication was clear. Diddy's world was one of excess, and it wasn't always as glamorous as it seemed.
Not only should he have apologized to Kathy in that video, he should have apologized to all of the general public that he lied to. Yeah.
Then there's Justin Bieber. In the early 2000s, when Bieber was just starting out, he spent a significant amount of time with Diddy, who acted as a mentor to the young star. However, the nature of their relationship has raised some eyebrows over the years. In one now infamous video, Diddy is seen talking about how he had been given custody of Bieber for 48 hours. Whatever that means, while nothing illegal has ever been suggested, the dynamic between the two has always seemed a bit off. What's particularly striking is that Bieber has remained notably silent about Diddy's recent troubles, despite their previously close relationship.
This has to be a 100% culture shock. I can't imagine living a lifestyle of the incredibly rich and famous and then going into this very dark, impersonal, cold, austere facility.
Then there's the case of Cassie Ventura, Diddy's former girlfriend who was with him for over a decade. In November 2023, Cassie filed a civil lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him of years of emotional and physical abuse. The lawsuit contained disturbing allegations, including detailed accounts of being coerced into situations she didn't want to be in. The case was settled quickly, with Diddy maintaining his innocence, but the speed of the settlement raised more than a few eyebrows. It left many wondering, was there more to the story that Diddy was desperate to keep hidden?
There's people on both sides, right? There's the people on the right that are trying to nail the people that are on the left with this. There's people that are journalists that are trying to nail the people that were involved in this.
This is it,
And they've managed to keep that list from coming out, which shows you how powerful certain people are. That should show you a lot. That should be terrifying.
Since Cassie's lawsuit, more women have come forward with similar claims, alleging manipulation, coercion, and being filmed without consent at Diddy's parties. These lawsuits, some dating back to the 1990s, paint a picture of a man using his power to control those around him. While Diddy denies all allegations, the number of accusers makes the claims hard to ignore. If Diddy has been using secret tapes to leverage power over others, it raises the question of whether other influential figures in Hollywood might be doing the same. This strategy is eerily similar to the rumors surrounding Jeffrey Epstein, whose collection of compromising footage was allegedly used to blackmail powerful people. Could Diddy have been running a similar operation, gathering dirt on Hollywood's elite at his
The evidence, alleged evidence, that's been gathered in this case was from those two raids that were conducted on his personal homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And the indictment names the things seized that he allegedly made videos of these performances that have been named.
That's certainly what some believe. Joe Rogan, for one, has drawn direct comparisons between Diddy's situation and the Epstein case. During a conversation on his podcast, Rogan speculated that Diddy's troubles might be part of a larger conspiracy involving Hollywood elites. That's what people were saying. Rogan commented. They were like, it wasn't about Diddy. It was about whether there were tapes of powerful people there. Rogan's theory is that the recent federal raids on Diddy's properties weren't just about him. They were about uncovering evidence that could implicate other high-profile figures.
There are some problems that the defense has brought up originally, but it seems like, just from reading this 14-page indictment, that there's enough physical evidence to perhaps get a conviction in this case.
Rogan isn't alone in this theory. For years, there have been rumors that Hollywood's most powerful figures have been protecting each other, using their influence to keep their secrets hidden. Diddy's alleged use of tapes fits neatly into this narrative. After all, if you have compromising information on the right people, you can get away with almost anything. And if those people have dirt on you, everyone stays quiet. It's a system of mutual protection where no one dares to speak out. for fear of what might be
Clearly, there is a criminal investigation underway, and that they believe that there would be evidence of crimes in one or both of these homes.
But as more and more people come forward with their stories, that system of silence is starting to crack. The fact that someone like Katt Williams is willing to speak so openly about his experiences with Diddy suggests that the walls of secrecy are beginning to crumble. If more individuals like Williams begin sharing their stories, it could mark the end of Diddy's reign as one of Hollywood's untouchables. Of course, Diddy's legal team has been quick to dismiss all these allegations, calling them nothing more than a money grab. In December 2023, following the initial wave of lawsuits, Diddy posted a statement on his Instagram saying, "Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged."
Now you got the Diddy situation where he jumps on a private jet, they say yesterday, and is on his way to the Cape Verde Islands.
One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. As the legal battles continue and more details emerge, we could be witnessing one of the biggest scandals in Hollywood history. While Diddy has managed to stay on top for decades, the real question now is whether he can survive this latest storm or if the truth will finally catch up with him. Whatever happens, one thing is clear. Hollywood's golden age is starting to tarnish and the cracks are beginning to show. The stories coming out now are only the beginning, and as more people like Katt Williams and Joe Rogan continue to speak out, the full extent of what's been hidden behind the scenes may finally be revealed. The question is, are we ready to see it? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Be sure to leave a comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button because you won't want to miss the next chapter in this unfolding drama.